Yeah, hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in last videos, we learn about how we can achieve the output without joining two different tables. We were achieving the output, but the issue was right. We talked about if we do so, we will hit the database multiple times, right? So it will decrease your performance. So to avoid that, we have a GraphQL. We have a data loader in GraphQL, right? So this is very helpful. It will execute the result in number of batches. Okay, so that's why uh, it will reduce the number of hits to the database. Okay, so how we can achieve this? Okay, we'll see into this video. So if you see guys, this is my same repo. I just added one data loader folder here. Okay, in that I actually added a transactions loader file. Okay, in that I created a transactions loader. I just inherit the data loader from Strawberry. Okay, created a constructor where I'm overriding the batch load function. Okay, I'm just overriding and adding my the extra information which is required to fetch the transactions. Okay, so if you see in the last video, I actually kept this into my CRUD functions. Okay, I still have that. If you see, this is my CRUD function, right? So this will hit the database multiple times. So the data loader will helps here is the same function, right? And I'm just mapping it here. Let's say one user id can have a multiple transactions. We need to map that, right? So I just kept this a mapping here. Okay, it is pretty straightforward. Whatever the results will come, I'll just map with the user id to the transactions basically. Okay, I'm just appending here and just it will map it according to the id basically. Okay, hope this is make sense. Now where we use this? Okay, in user transactions GraphQL type, we were having the CRUD function here, right, earlier. But now I replace that with the data loader. Okay, I just call this data loader from transactions loader, which is here. Which is here in the data loader, right? I just call that, and I need to pass the session. Okay, if you see here, I need to pass a session, correct? So that session I'm passing there. Now coming back to the user transactions, passing the session, and here this is my data loader object. Okay, so in the object we have two different methods. One is load and one second is load many. So load is to for one-to-one relationship. Okay, and if you have multiple, you can have a list format. Okay, and you can pass dot many. Sorry, it's a underscore many. That we can see into the in the next video. I'm just creating some scenarios where we can use this load many. Okay, so this is just to understand. Load is to one-to-one relationship, and one to many we can use load many. Okay, so this is all about the data loaders object and their of methods basically. Okay, and then it's a straightforward. If you have multiple transactions, it will give you in a list format in an array. You can iterate it and you can append into your data, and this will be your return output. Makes sense, right? So there are some configuration that is required to have the data loader. So into the main.py file, if you see into the session middleware, I have added the one attribute, and I'm just assigning this transactions loader here. Okay, this session which is we have already assigned here. Okay, this if you have seen in the last video also, we have written this session middleware. We just need to add the data loader attribute here, request.state and the transactions loader. Okay, and this is your data loader which is already written into the this file. Okay, it's just a configuration which is required into the main.py file, and that you can use in the uh, across. Okay, hope this is makes sense guys. Okay, now we'll see uh I'll just restart my server. Okay, my server is started. I'll just refresh this. Okay, so let's say I need only my users data. Okay, I'll just remove this. So these all are my user data basically. Now I want a specific transactions as well, specific to user ID. Okay, if you see each user transactions, I have user ID, user amount, amount and user ID both, right? All the details I am fetching. I'm able to fetch. Okay. Uh, we have a mutation, right? Which where we can add the data. So let's say I will add the data in 8th user 8. Okay. So user 8 will add the amount, let's say 500 and bit 24 okay. Rotation updated, data got updated there. In the transactions, let's see, in while fetching we should get the data for it, right? It's 500, we have recently added, right? So this is how you can fetch the result by using data loader. Okay, it is not that much of complex, guys. In the next video we'll see how we can use the load mini also, which is getting used. Okay, so this is, I in the last video also I told you this, in the fetch user data we have this field, right? This field, right? This field will go one by one, like one user ID, second user ID, third user ID. Accordingly, it will go to the this create instance. Okay. Once it will go in the data loader, it will create the batch and it will execute at once. Okay. It will not execute something like we were doing into the CRUD operations, which is here. Every time it will go to the database, hit that, and uh, it was giving some result out, right? So data loaders will help in terms of multiple, to reduce the multiple database hits, as well as remove the joins as well. Okay, hope this makes sense, guys. So that's it for this video. Uh, in the next video, we'll see how this load mini functions will work, and there are other optimization techniques that I'm going to add in couple of videos, in next couple of videos. So please do like and subscribe to my channel, guys. Hope you like this. Thank you.